Maybe on a nice day, you can see, I'm sure it's spectacular, but today's not the day. Not today, not for me. What time is it? 10 after 2. Looks like we're getting close to the steep bit. Back to the trail. Some guys on the trail right there. Coming up. Oh boy, I gotta get down there. Well, that's Marble Lake, and that is gorgeous. Don't know if you can get that blue on the phone, but yikes. But did tighten up the laces on my boots because, yeah, it looks steep. I've just started down the switchbacks to Marble Lake, and there's a little peekaboo view there. So far not bad. From the view I had there near the top, when I took that first shot of Marble Lake, I thought it was going to be a lot steeper. It seems it's not too bad. In this part here, don't need to use my trekking poles. But yeah, some spots so far that, testing these a bit, but so far so good. Did meet a guy coming up, a group of people. One of them had done this area for 20, 30 years. He figured Assiniboine Pass was sort of on par with this. I'm kind of struggling with that. This just seems to be, to get to Wonder Pass, at least, from way down there, Marble Lake over there. It just seems to me that this is longer and steeper, but he knows better. Actually, I'm just gonna got my poles here. The water won't come out of the camera, of course, right on the phone, but nice views coming down here. Still sprinkling, but could be worse. Oh, you can see the last year they're a little better now. And then when I get to the bottom, I got 4.5K to the campsite, so getting there. It is 23. I know I'm not going to get that. The blue is amazing, and you got that glacier up there, and of course the clouds obscuring the rest of the mountain. Nice. Yeah, step another 2 feet, another view. I am really willing those clouds to lift. I think just up there is a peak. Oh boy, so quite something there. You can see this waterfall that essentially starts right at the top. It disappears in some of the shale scree on the way down and all the way down to that lake. Oh, I think the end's in sight here. It's been a hell of a slog, and that's going down. Getting there. But just coming down here, this drainage, there's some interesting colored rocks. Some really neat colors scattered up the hill. Anyway, interesting. And that guy who was saying this is similar to Assiniboine Pass is crazy. I mean, at the end of the day, let's face it, you're losing all the elevation that I gained since I passed Marble Campground yesterday at noon. All that elevation up till about an hour ago, you're losing in, like, I don't know what this is. It's not far. It's doable, but I'd much rather go down than up. It's steep enough. Not minutes later, I was there just a minute ago, come to a sign. Excellent. So it's 3K to Wonder Pass. I must have lost to here, I don't know, 300 or 400 meters. Most of it in the last kilometer, let's call it. Anyway, much rather go down. And someone's sketched in an emission. I don't want to go to Marvel Pass. I want to go to Bryant Creek. 2 hours sounds about right. From here it's probably 5K. Left fork. Thank you very much. We call it Wonder Pass, I guess. You have to stop every like 5 feet and take a picture. Glacier's stunning. Apparently there's a trail on the other side of that lake, so you can do like a loop. And I thought it looked interesting, but now that I see the other side of the lake, no, not for me. That does not look like any fun on what I assume is an unmaintained trail. That looks like crazy. I think yesterday I met a couple of guys. I think they said we have a Marvel Pass. That doesn't mean they went along that side of the lake. Could have come in from BC or Cabin Lake, but I won't be doing that trail. So we're done with the switchbacks. As you can see, we're not quite down at ground level, water level, which I assume we're going to get to at some point. So it's still a downward journey, maybe a little gentler. And my feet are dog tired now. It's definitely been a long day. It's 25 after 3. So I'm going to go get in at 4:30, hopefully. Find out. Clouds have cleared a little bit from there. It's quite the glacier up there. It's stopped raining, but still a bit damp. And then we have Marvel Lake, in all its glory. I'm heading down there somewhere, off to the left. And tomorrow, around that mountain and back to the car. I think I'm probably not going to see everyone else on this trail. It's like 4:45, I think. So I was hoping for an improvement. The trail, I don't know, I had visions of nice mossy, carpeted, lush forest walk beside the river, I guess a bit like Lake Moraine or Lake Louise. No, this is just rocky, scree nonsense, which after whatever many K I've done, I don't know. This is great on the feet. The cloud's helping here because this would be a hot spot in the summer for sure. There's a water source. I guess I'm about halfway down the lake. A little ways back, it's about 2/3 down the lake going towards Wonder Pass. So, might be needed in the summer or when the sun's out. This is definitely a hot spot for a while. So it's funny. So, said the path over there across the lake didn't look great, but I mean, this is all, I mean, from over there, this trail probably looks the same because it's just all rock slide nastiness. Well, looking forward to seeing that sign for the campsite, that's for sure. At this point, just want to get it done. Yeah, rocky misery at this point on this trail. Bit like that, I guess. Hopefully some respite in the trees, but it doesn't look very thick, so I think this is going to continue for a while. Oh my god, it's like the promised land. This is more like it. Oh, feet feel better already. Oh boy. Well, not sure how long it'll last, but I'll take it for as long as it lasts. Well, this has been an epic day. Getting there, I think I'm gonna click out. So, just beyond those trees somewhere. Give me that sign. Thank Christ. And looks like a nice hiker superhighway. Oh my God. All right. Ooh. BR 14 1.3. Huh. Yeah. Oh. BR 13 1.5. Not there yet, Toto. Pretty sure that's where I'm going. So I didn't get the hiker superhighway, but that was going up. This is going down. But another 1.5K, so Jesus. Oh well. I suspect it's downhill all the way. That's my guess. So at least we got that. This is a bit of a steep decline. Fishing hut and boat. Very nice. I'm not going to linger though. No camping campfires allowed. Came up here and I saw this sign. I'm like, didn't I just see this sign? Huh. This is promising. I like that as a water source. So, the gods of campsites, they were thinking of me in particular, I put the campsite right across this bridge. Please, oh please. Ooh, so there's stuff up there. Huh. Well, I better have one hand free. I see a tent pad sign. Very exciting. Loving the water source. Beautiful. Big. Right next to camp. Oh, you can see another tent. Oh well. Maybe not. Well, inspection time. This is looking great. Very exciting. Oh boy. Alright. Time to drop the pack and look around. This actually isn't bad because water's right there. Whew. So it's Tuesday morning, 7:30 thereabouts. Been up for a little while. Well, up in the tent. It's kind of packed up and ready to go on the inside. Damp and cool. Still, it was raining when I got into camp, so I put the tarp up really just for the hell of it over the tent because the fly was still soaking wet from yesterday. I didn't have a chance to dry it out yesterday, so fly soaking wet, and so was the tarp. So I put the tarp over the top. I've adjusted actually this morning to lift it up. It was sloped before, so the water would run off. So certainly no issues in the nighttime with the rain. It did rain most of the night. Not a heavy rain, I don't think, but not too bad. So there's another couple in the campsite. I think there's 9 sites here. There's another couple at the far end of the campsite, and it's quite spread out. The sites are beautiful. They're quite spread out. I'm just one site back from the river. I chose it just because of I could set up the way I'm set up, and the water's still really close. Of course, true to form for campsites here, I now have to steel myself for the long, muddy walk to get food, and it is a long, muddy walk. And I consider just packing up and going there and having breakfast and coffee there, but you know, then you need water, and the water's back here, the bathrooms are back here, the outhouses. It's really inconvenient. You really shouldn't have to go to a different zip code just to get food. Anyway. So yeah, so I'm gonna do that long walk, get breakfast, pack up and go. So 13.5K of mostly trees this morning. and I know that from yesterday. So obviously I'm not going to bother shooting that again. Take a break at Big Springs. That was a nice spot, and then head for home. So of course it's starting to sprinkle again. I'll just kind of show you around a bit here. So the outhouse is, that's another reason why I chose this site, is really close. You know, in these campsites around here, they seem to stick everything God knows where. You have to look forever. So this is quite convenient. This is 4. Maybe when it's busy, you don't want 4 people wandering through to go to the outhouse. There's a really nice campsite by the river, but it was raining, and there's a nice table, quote unquote table set up. I'll show that to you. Anyway, so there's the other couple is the other end of the campsite. I'm probably gonna have to come down through here to get water. Poor buggers, it's a bit of a walk. Of course I have to go that way to get food. They're actually going into Assiniboine via Wonder Pass, and then coming out via Wonder Pass, which frankly I think is crazy. Having just gone over Assiniboine and out Wonder, you definitely want to go in or out of Wonder, and Assiniboine is just so much easier. It's scenic in its own right. It's not Wonder Pass, but it's quite nice. So there's a bridge I came in on yesterday. So I think really, the way to do it is to go in via Assiniboine Pass and stay at Allenby Junction, go in through Assiniboine Pass, spend a night or 2 there. It's just a nice easy walk from Allenby up over the pass. It's not bad at all. You get into, Lake Magog campsite in good time, probably snag a good campsite because all the other buggers are coming from Sunshine or Lake Og. I think that's the best way of doing it. Then you come out Wonder Pass, and you come and you stay here. And this is a beautiful campsite. So going up Wonder Pass is crazy, unless you're going out to Sunshine, but I don't know, I think I'd do that in reverse. So if you're going to do the loop or in and out of Assiniboine from Mount Shark, definitely that loop, Assiniboine Pass, then Wonder Pass is the way to do it. There's really, going through Wonder Pass twice is really not worth it. Anyway, time for coffee and breakfast. After a long walk, picnic table. There's some bare boxes back here. I think there's some more behind that picnic table. There we go. But it's a muddy, rooty path to get here. Well, it is raining, but at least I do have the tarp. It's my heaviest of my luxury items by far, and nice to have this morning anyway. So I've got a nice dry spot here. Have a nice leisurely breakfast. Get ready for the day. It's my cook set there. Various bags for the tent, tarp, footprint, and the orange bags spare for the fly when it's wet, which it was yesterday, soaking wet, and it is again this morning, just because the tarp doesn't cover the whole tent. So it gives you a bit of space on this side. It's my water system, filter in a couple bottles, snacks for the trail, garbage bag of course, and jitty bag with all sorts of goodies like phone chargers and wires and whatnot, and bear spray, clothes for the trail, and I'm half packed up. Other gear is under the other side of the tent there, trucking poles and gaiters. So yeah, so it's an extra pound, but hey, it's nice to sit here. I pulled up a rock, got my Z seat out, and this is certainly preferable to the alternative, which would be, I guess, kind of sitting under my tent which is fine. It's just, you know, if you know it's going to rain and you got one, what the hell. So I'll just finish up breakfast and back up and hopefully be out of here by 9. So just before I finish packing up, you know, everyone says, you know, you gotta hike your own hike and you figure out your gear, you know, you get it dialed in. And it's very true. This is my first summer backpacking, and you know, it's tough. You know, what do you buy? And what, you know, they're good choices. There's a lot you can spend a lot of money, you can spend little money, you know, but at the end of the day, you don't really know what you need until you've done it for a bit. So it's a tough call. At this point, my base weight is really down to about 26 pounds, and my pack is 5 pounds of that, which is a bit crazy. My sleeping bag is another, you know, 2 pounds, over 2 pounds, I think. So, and it's a 75 liter pack. It's a great pack, but I don't need a pack that big. It's not full at all. So, you know, there may be some changes that need to be done there, but the one choice I think that was okay so far, still has to be tested thoroughly, is the tent. So it's this Nemo Hornet. You can see how small it packs down. Right now the fly is wet, so it's in that orange bag. It'll go in the same bag. So that's how small it is. The whole thing with the pegs, the fly, and the footprint is 2.6 pounds. So, I mean, I think that's great. That sort of fits kind of what I want to do. And, you know, at this point I've got it down after, you know, a couple of trips. You kind of start getting rid of the stuff you don't really need. And yesterday, I'm sure that paid off. Certainly the first day is when I really noticed it. That 20K, the pack just felt so light compared to Lean Pass. So I think that really helped me get through the last 2 days. So I'm pretty happy with the tent. I know already there's things about it I don't like and I'd like to change, but I think for the weight, you know, until I see it through a really heavy rainstorm, you know, I won't know if it's good for the long term, but right now it certainly fits kind of what I want to do. So my hope is I can get another, you know, 4 pounds off my base weight, and that'll really help me get to where I want to go. Of course, the biggest weight savings would be myself, so I'm working on that. If I can save 20 pounds off of me, that'd make the biggest difference in the world. So yeah. Anyway, time to get the tarp down, pack up and go. Me with my awesome umbrella setup, as of course it's raining. Semi hands-free, got to give a little jog every now and again. I could probably, I don't know, get a clip there or something, fix that up a bit more, but pack covers on. Don't really care about the rest of me getting wet. Nice to keep the head dry, but this helps a bit, I think. And preferable to wearing a rain suit because, yeah, that's just hot. Too hot. Shockingly, I left camp at 9:30, and the 5K here to Big Springs campsite, I don't think there's anyone here, took 50 minutes. So I guess I got 10K left. I know the rest is easy until I get to Spray Lakes, and it's a bit of an uphill from Spray River, and you know, after that it's you're home free. So it was 10:20 when I was at Big Springs. It's now 5 to 11, so that's pretty quick, 2.8K. And again, you know, this may be forest for 13K, but I mean, you're just cruising. It's really nothing to nothing to worry about. And I found that hopefully nobody's home. I don't like intruding. It's an odd place for one because it looks pretty locked up tight. And usually they're in pretty scenic locations, so I thought it was worth the look, even though I can't imagine what's around here. I see other people had a look too, judging by the trail. Outhouse. Well, maybe there's better views when it's not raining. Trail center cabin. Seems like the, oh, that's the road down. Oh, it's right on Bryant Creek. Okay, well, worth a look. Back on the road. Thought I'd use this opportunity to take advantage of the cover and get my snacks out. Take a quick break and fill up my Gatorade bottle again. Obviously I could get more water. Beautiful water source, but I've got another liter and oh, I got a liter and a half. Yeah, liter and a half. Almost a liter and a half still, so I'm good. Just so you know, behind the cabin is a, I guess what I'd call a rudimentary bench and table. So it wasn't raining. We could probably park there if there's nobody home. But actually the wood pile is not bad, it's covered. And if it wasn't a bit chilly, mech thermometer saying 4, I get my D-seat out and have a sit on this log, but it is a bit cool once you stop. So I'll just a bit more snacks and